We're ready to go on another episode of Across Louisiana, Acadiana Style, brought to you by Melojoy, the original Cajun coffee. So pleased to welcome back Lana Fontenot, and she calls it the South Louisiana Community College. I say colleges because there's a lot of campuses. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Okay, so you guys have a 5K race. That's kind of unique for a community college. Tell us all about it.
Yes, absolutely. This is our first year doing a 5K, and all of the proceeds will be going towards student scholarships. It's appropriately named Striding for Scholarships, 1 mile fun run, as well as a 5K. So it's going to be on Saturday, October 17th. The 1 mile will start at 8 o'clock and the 5K will start at 8:30. So students can participate, faculty, staff, as well as the community. So it's all about racing for education and supporting education all across Acadiana.
Okay, so where does it start? Where does it end?
Yes, our 5K and our 1 mile fun run will start at Cafe 329, which if you've ever been around our campus in Lafayette, it's kind of considered the unofficial coffee shop of SLCC. So it'll start at Cafe 329, go around our Lafayette campus, cross Bertrand, go through UL Lafayette's Research Park, and then down Cajun Dome Boulevard and back. So it's absolutely a beautiful track to run in the morning.
And this time of year, perfect timing. Those August 5Ks are rough. This is going to be beautiful.
Absolutely. And just as an extra incentive, right after you finish the race, we're going to be offering free gumbo at the end. So hopefully the weather's absolutely wonderful and the perfect weather for a gumbo.
And how many different categories? You have many, of course, most people do it just for the fun and the camaraderie of it, but any bands, anything like that afterwards?
Absolutely. Well, we have all different race categories. It's typically 14 and under, and then it goes in 10-year age groups. And then we also have a 70-plus age category as well. And then after the race, we're going to have the Kings of Karaoke, and then we're also going to have the free candy party band. So lots to enjoy after the race. We're going to have free water, Powerade, and then also there will be adult beverages for sale.
Well, you're raising money for scholarships, so tell us, I know that you've been doing that. Tell us about that program.
Yes, sure. Well, actually, on the day of the race, what's really cool is that not only if you participate, you get to enjoy, seeing some of our students, they'll be racing as well, but one lucky student that day will actually receive a scholarship on race day. We'll be pulling their name. So you can actually see on race day where your participation is really benefiting a student. But we've been offering scholarships for several years now. Our scholarships program has really grown tenfold within the last few years, and we offer every year over $100,000 in student scholarships. So it's really grown immensely, and it helps so many of our students with financial need.
Talk a little briefly, we're just about out of time, but the community college system is finally working in Louisiana. It used to be everyone went to college, and you guys, 8 campuses now?
That's correct. We have 8 campuses in 8 parishes, and just a little known fact, we serve over 11,000 students a year.
Wow.
So we're really growing. We offer technical programs, 2-year associate degrees that transfer over to a 4-year university, and many other programs. So check us out, and you could register online for the 5K at our homepage, www.solacc.edu.
Okay, any idea on how many, like in a first-year race, how many are going to come, what it's going to look like?
Typically in your first year, you have about 150 to 200, and that's around what we're looking at. Okay. So we're really excited for our first year.
Okay, Lana, good luck with it. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
We're going to take a look at a company here that is the original Cajun coffee. We mention it often here. They're a big sponsor. They are Melojoy. Take a look.
We think Melojoy coffee is pure joy. We love to drink it every day, all day long, and we think that most people in Acadiana do as well. So it's just a little play on our French heritage. The pure joie is something we look forward to each and every day as we get up and get moving. Being founded right here in Lafayette, Louisiana back in the 30s speaks to a lot of tradition that we have here in this part of the world. And it's exciting to be here and be part of the food culture that we have here. I've gotten to participate in the last couple of years in food discussions put on by the Chamber of Commerce and a lot of different things, talking about how popular Louisiana foods are, and especially Cajun food. So we like to think that we add a little bit of spice to those discussions as well. Coffee is the most consumed beverage on the planet other than water. We've got a large market out there that we can penetrate. And people do drink it now just about all day long. They start in the morning with it, and They drink it through midday through lunch, and then maybe some decaf at dinner time. And that's the fun part about it, is we like to experiment with a lot of different types of roasts. And we're into new packaging nowadays with single-serve cups, so that you can just make that 1 cup of coffee at night if you'd like, or you can still buy the traditional bag and make it throughout the day, a pot at a time. We buy on certain graded beans only. First off, all of our coffees are made from 100% Arabica beans. That's what we choose to make our coffees with. We like to use Brazilians. It's a stronger bean than a Colombian, we think, and it makes our coffee unique. We want to be different. We don't want to taste just like somebody else. And we only buy the very high grades, the extra hard beans, so that we get a very full-bodied flavor out of our coffees. We buy the top 1% in the world, so we're not a inexpensive coffee. We would be classified as a gourmet coffee on the shelf. If you go to the grocery stores and look, we are in the gourmet section a lot of times. And we take a lot of care in picking those beans out. We test every bag that comes in. We sample every bag that comes in. We roast them in small batches, and we cup them right here in the facility every time before a new run goes out to the supermarkets or to offices. All of our packaging, whether it's the small frac packs that go into the restaurants and offices or the 12-ounce bags that go on the shelf, all have a one-way valve in them to allow gases to escape but doesn't allow air in. So the packaging stays fresh on the shelf for up to a year without any noticeable change at all in the coffee. We've been asked by a few people to develop a line of coffees for them. The first people that approached us were the Duck Commander folks, the Robertson family of the Duck Dynasty TV show fame and the Duck Commander Duck Call products. They wanted to venture into the food world because their mantra is faith, family, and food. And so they contacted us to do coffee for them. So we came up with a few different roasts for them. Some really neat packaging. Obviously, you got some camo on there. You got to have camo if you're going to do something with those guys. We did a line of single-serve cups in hot chocolate for Uncle Si. He's kind of the crazy uncle in the TV show, and kids love him. He's probably the #1 celebrity in the family for the kids. And so we did a hot chocolate in the single-serve cups for him, so it's really neat. And we've got a couple of coffees out in 12-ounce bags, and we also did them in single-serve cups that you can find in the grocery stores throughout Louisiana, Texas, Arkansas, all the way up into Oklahoma, Missouri, over into Mississippi and Alabama as well. So anybody out there that drinks, if their company drinks a lot of coffee, or if they have an idea to sell a lot of coffee somewhere, I mean, we would love to do a private label for them. That's what we're basically doing for the university. We're working with a few other universities as well to develop private labels for them. It's a great source of income for the universities, but there's a couple of corporations that have also contacted us recently about doing private labels for them, where we put their company logo on the coffee that's served every day in their locations. If you want any information on any of our products, you can go to www.melojoy.com, or you can give us a call at 337-264-7195. Whoever answers the phone, we'll be glad to take care of you, answer any questions you may have.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Kevin Spell is here from Crowley to talk about the International Rice Festival. Stay with us on Across Louisiana.